But let's go ahead and see that, chat. Let's see how chaotic your nominee is. Once again, I haven't seen really anything, so let's begin. What do we have, chat? Really? Are we really talking from Game of the Year? What the fuck? Okay, hang on. Oh, you're not even gonna give me the full list? Give me the full list. There you go. I don't want Baldur. I don't want Baldur on Game of the Year. So, I hate when they put that at the very beginning, chat. So what all do we got this year? Oh, that is a good point about roguelike, Coon. Yeah, they have roguelike until like the 8 a.m. Wait, is it not? Is the fourth Cinder not in the Game of War? We will cross that bridge when we get there, Joe. Let's see. So we got Game of the Year, bet game direction, bet narrative, bet direction, bet music, bet audio design, bet performance, innovation and accessibility. What game was it, chat? I know there was a game like that we played at the beginning of the year that was like that game need to be dominated. I don't remember what game that was. Game for impact, bet ongoing. I'm kind of surprised they still have game for impact, especially with, well, look around. Bet ongoing, bet community support, bet independent game, bet debut indie game. I'm very interested to see what that one's going to be. It's probably going to be the card game, right? Bet mobile game, bet VR, bet action game, bet action adventure, bet RPG, bet fighting. What came out this year? Did Tekken come out this year? Persona 3 Reload got 0 nom. I wonder if it's just because Metaphor just kind of took that. I have no idea what Metaphor in here, but I feel like Persona 3 just got overlooked with it just being, any if it is a proper remake from my understanding. I think Metaphor probably just took the play outlet. Cause don't forget that these lists are made from the industry voting for it. And I imagine probably, you know, your IGN, your Kotaku, your Insult whatever site, Game Informer for like the 5 minute they were around this year. Like, I'm pretty sure most of them just kept Persona 3 and went straight to Metaphor. Well, what we? Oh yeah, bet VR game, bet action game, adventure, RPG, fighting. Oh yeah, we were talking about fighting. What fighting game came out this year? Bet family, bet sim, bet port, bet multiplayer, bet adaptation, most anticipated game, content creator of the year is back. Okay. Bet esport, bet esport. Yeah, bet Atlan team. For a second now, I thought we might have got rid of some of the esport award, but nope. But we got content creator of the year. That was gone last year, right? Was it? I haven't seen anything about Fourth Descendant other than them adding visit. I've completely blinked out on Fourth Descendant, so I have no idea what's happening, Joe. Bed change, jiggle visit. Oh, that's still gonna bring back so many people. So many. So let's go ahead. Let's just begin with our esport team and walk our way up, because I have no idea about any of that, chat. Like I said, outside of Evo, I got nothing. I literally got nothing outside of Evo. To be honest, I don't know if I will ever play Fourth Ascendant again, Joe, to be totally honest. Maybe one day. That'll be content quality. I don't know who that is, so we're gonna see. So who we got? Bet esport team. I know none of the... Actually, I think I have whole Team Liquid before, but other than that, we need X. X would know, champ. X would know. Okay, so I got nothing on that one. What? Oh, that way we're going backward, chat. My bad. My bad. We're doing previously. I forgot. We kept to the end. Bet esport athlete. People. People, champ. Once again, I got no input. No input at all on that. Okay, bet esport game. Wait, what is some of these? Wait, mobile league bang bang. What the f... I don't even think I've ever even heard of this. I'm guessing that League of Legends mobile? I'm guessing? Once again, I got no input in any of that because I feel like it's the same as every year, other than I get League Mobile or the thing. Oh, the Purple Asian MOBA. Okay. Oh, VTuber. Oh, that explains it. Also, I got no input on that, so like I feel like whichever community is less angry at the moment is who's gonna win that. Oh, here we go. Content Cradle of the Year. And do I know any of these people? I'm gonna go ahead and say no. I got nothing. I got nothing, Coon. You say the VTuber lady, so let's say VTuber lady, because I got nothing on any of these people. Wag, how you doing? Welcome. We are looking at the Game Awards and figuring out how is it. No, Sam kidnapped me. Sam kidnapped me today. But yeah, I don't know any of these people, so I'm gonna go with Coon. Coon, I will give you the bunny goal. I'm not logged in, so I can't vote right now. But I will give you that one, Coon. Oh God, most anticipated game. Is this any a competition? Is this any a competition? I feel yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be GTA. I don't even know when the rest of the games are heal. I don't know why they are heal. You know? Okay, I get Death Stranding, you know, Jep Keely got a pet Kojima head a little bit, you know, because, you know, how else do he fall asleep at night? But when it comes to everything else, like, appeal to GTA, I'm going to say GTA, obviously, heal, 100%. Wait, the bunny go to the Mo Owl of any dream watch? God damn. Well, I would bet that with, like, in the VTuber community, I would bet that to be, like, Iron Mouse or some shit. Well, we got Bet Adaption. Wait, what the fuck? Yakuza is here? How is Yakuza, chat? Is it good? Is it bad? I don't know. I haven't heard anything. Also, I'm kind of surprised, chat. I am kind of surprised that Yakuza made a cut, because it wasn't like the cutoff on that was like November 10th or something. Man, yeah, I feel like, honestly, yeah, the real debate here, I think, is between Fallout and Arcane. This is where I feel like where the big debate is. Because Knuckles, I haven't heard nothing about Knuckle, and all the stuff I have heard about Tomb Raider bullshit. You know, just people claiming about being gay and whatnot. You know, opinions that don't matter. But like, so I do agree. Like, I think they can be between Arcane and Fallout. The only thing about Arcane here, this is a Sonic TV series. This is not the movie, Joe. This is a Paramount only Knuckle live action TV series. I think, honestly, Fallout gonna win that one. I think Fallout will win this. Because I think Arcane, like, the thing that working against Arcane is a second season, and in return, some of the viewer bait will obviously fall off. And I feel like from, like, a vocal minority, maybe that'd be the problem here, but at least from the vocal nets, I feel like Fallout had a lot of a bigger reach than Arcane did. I feel like Arcane is, like, the critical darling, but once you bring in outside voting, I feel like Fallout, but it's still going to be a pretty quote weight, though. I feel like it could go either way, but I'm going to say Fallout. I still need to finish Fallout. I'm like 2 episodes from the end, never finished it because Sam got distracted. So maybe one day soon we will finish it, chat. So, but yeah, I feel like it's honestly going to go to Fallout here. I feel like, to be honest.
Day 17 of Metal Gear Acid. Now for redemption we want Turok 1 and 2. Perfect Dark 64, Twilight
Welcome to the
Princess,
stream. That's why
and
I'm
many
doing it
more.
live. Come on over to
Also,
twitch.tv/join
you can't
back on.
complain about Sam kidnapping you. You kidnapped my ass 6 years
is
ago
true.
and put me in a sex
That is true.
dungeon.
That is true.
And we won't talk about what happens down there.
That is very true.
Will we? Trauma hell.
You're not wrong. So, throwing dissonant when Sam kidnapped me, the stream get put back like 3 hours. But nonetheless, I mean, I will give you that part. I will give you that. Yakuza did the thing well. Yeah, yeah, I did hear about the whole not looking at the source material. I kind of honestly, when it comes to like Yakuza, is like the Yakuza series I appreciate, at the same time being like very disappointed, but at least semi-happy Yakuza to think. You know, since Yakuza is the spiritual successor to Shamu, and any more so during the dark ages of Shamu, which I get we very slowly starting to go back into. You know, Yakuza kind of picked up the Shamu torch and ran with it and found success. Any of it took like what, another 15 years to find success over here. But at the same time, it's like I'm not like the bigger Yakuza fan. You know, we remove my whole Sega thing and just look at just a Yakuza. Just mainly because of like all the Yakuza games are so fucking dense to get into. And like I feel like that one of them series that leap for me outside the one that does have a dub, it's just streaming that just very difficult. You know, especially with it not being in English. But so, like, Yakuza, one of them series, like, that fall into that camp of, like, I appreciate you, but, like, outside of that, I got no love affair at all for it. So, and that predating the Sega stuff, but yeah, like, I'm kind of curious what, like, the actual fan base feel about that. 'Cause right now, you guys are just saying the same shit people were saying before it came out. So, I'll be kind of curious what, like, the hardcore fan feel about it. Or maybe everybody should just go watch Tokyo Vice and, you know, call it a day. Which, let's be honest, that's probably the better option here, more than likely. So, I get, you know, or we can just do that. But yeah, I would say probably Fallout. I'm going to put my vote on Fallout on this. Fallout is going to be my get for who's going to win bet adaptation. Oh, bet multiplayer, here we go. So we got Call of Duty, Helldivers, Super Mario, Jamboree, Tekken 8, Warhammer. I feel like along at the Call of Duty number don't add up. Cause I still keep hearing like mid things about Black Ops 6. I have heard like as many people praising it as of how many people complaining. So I feel like the community is like very, very torn on this.
Want a ranting stream.
That what this
10
is.
hours straight.
That what this is, Fight. What do you think tonight is from looking at this? So yeah, I like Warhammer more. I feel like they're gonna be very torn between Helldivers and Warhammer. Like the problem is that like I feel like Helldiver had much more staying power to Sony fucked it up. Because the multiplayer like abandoned out from the game, like or organically outside of the game. Like for example, go look at all them like YouTube shorts, TikTok channel that just existed to do like in-universe update for people, like down to the minute. And then I feel like Fate Marine are just people who jump to that because they got angry about Helldivers. Because every time I heard anything about the multiplayer in Helldiver, it always people are pairing it to Helldiver, and usually in the same breath also bitching about Sony. So I haven't tried Helldiver 2 on Helldiver 2. Goddammit, I haven't tried Fate Marine 2. But like I said, Helldiver, once again, if Sony didn't fuck it up, was technically my game of the year. So I'm gonna say probably Helldiver. I think Helldiver still got a decent sized community to the point of pushing that over. a lot of people being nostalgia as long as, you know, they don't think about Sony. So yeah, I think it's gonna be Helldivers. Yeah, also Warhammer PvP, PvE, yeah. But yeah, I think Helldiver will take it. Have Game Pass, and I still haven't even touched Black Ops yet. One day I will do it. I'll probably do it in like December, January when I get Game Pass again. Cause you know, I usually like fucking around in Call of Duty whenever I either can do it for free or super horribly cheap. And Game Pass is a option, so I will probably mess around with it whenever that time comes. So yeah, I think that's gonna be the only thing. If Black Ops win, might just be the overall amount of people and how many of them people player base being so much higher of how many of them will actually vote. So it's a good chance that, you know, there might just be more votes just because of the number of players. But once again, that's all going to come down to how many of them players actually care about the Game Awards. Especially since I know a lot of the Call of Duty crowd is like much more on the casual side of the 1-2 games a year, and that kind of it for them type band, like camp of people. So yeah, we will see. Bet board game. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead for CM chat. I'm gonna just say WWE. Because allegedly, it wasn't like 2023 or 2024. One day was supposed to be decent, right? I think it might have been that one. Once again, I have no idea. I got no horse in that way, so I'm gonna say WWE just for CM. Because I feel like CM would disown us if we didn't say that. So I'm gonna do that, chat. So yeah, the last Call of Duty, like, to be honest, Joe, for me with Call of Duty, the only ones I ever got like super into was the original Modern Warfare 2, like the original one. Black Ops 3. Yeah, Black Ops 3. Because a friend gave it to me for free because the PlayStation came with it and he did not want Call of Duty. He played the main story and was like, this garbage, and he just gave it to me and I played the multiplayer. And the main story was not great either, but mainly the AI was the problem. But yeah, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 3, and the reboot, make, whatever you want to call it, a Modern Warfare 2 from like 2-3 years ago, that one. They were the only 3 Call of Duty I ever played for more than like, you know, 2 hours, 3 hours. You know, in multiplayer at least. So yeah. One of the bad one. Yeah, I remember when original Modern Warfare 3 came out and how much of a big deal that was. Like, that very much had like the same energy as like the Halo 2 launch, at least for me anyway. But yeah, I remember really liking the campaign in that at the time. I won't be able to tell you what happened other than I remember a boat blowing up. But other than that, I remember, at least in my memory, I remember having a good time with it. But what do we have now? Bet, simulation, and strategy. Age of Mythology retold. So we do got remakes in here. Fort Punt. Manowar. I feel like Manowar gonna take this. Don't get me wrong. I do have like my bias here. For Pass of the God, because like Pass of the God, man, that was surprising. Like, I still say Capcom did a shit job of pointing what that game was. But once we actually got our hands on it and played it, and we're like, oh, this is a drastically very complex tower defense game. And literally, what, I think we played it for like 8-9 hours on stream, and every mission was constantly putting new stuff into the game. Sadly didn't beat it because my Game Pass subscription went out before I could beat it. But I really like Path of the Goddess. Like, don't get me wrong, the town stuff was annoying, how you had to run to town every single time to upgrade stuff, but that would have been nice to been able to do it from a menu or something. But, you know, streamlining for the sequel, if it ever gets a sequel. But I feel like Manowar kind of took over that genre there for a good hot minute. So, yeah. Yeah, Path of the Guy was surprisingly good. I still stand by my whole thing that Capcom just did not know how to market that game. Like, that game should have been doing, like, gameplay demo, like, a year before it came out. Instead of being like, oh, we're gonna do one literally, like, 3 days before the game came out when everyone just wrote it off of being like, I don't know what this is. But yeah, I think Manor gonna take that one. Yeah, Manor was really fucking big with, like, the strategy crowd. So, like most of the big streamers that exist in that genre was all about Manor, and then Manor was like one of the top selling theme game at one point. I think it was like #1 for like a month or something. So I know Manor was huge. Well, like I said, the rest of this is like Unicorn, it niche. Pass of the Goddess, it like that niche as well, and I feel like the only people that like, yeah, that game is great are the people that actually tried it on Game Pass, because I highly doubt that many people bought it. Fort Punt 2 got nostalgic up, and same thing for A Mythology, but overall, I feel like Manor. I'm meaning from like not meaning like the player base of like Will You Falcon. I mean the people that like, you know, the ones that like, oh, I got 1,000 hours in this game in the 4th week or whatever, like content creator side. But yeah, I'm gonna go Manor. I think Manor gonna take this. No, it is strategy. It is a mix. So the thing about Manor is you had your city builder, but you also build up an army and you do like invasions and attack like RTS style. So it a genre bundle between city builder and military building. It kind of live in that same camp. You know, not as like nowhere near as like board game heavy as something like Civilization, but like very much pull a lot from like Civilization and Total War as well. Like live in that camp. Like if you took Total War and mix it with like Sim City and make it medieval, that's what Manor Lords is. Let's see, bet game for families. I love how we have 2 other non-Nintendo games here. That's great. Sadly, Quile, I don't think gonna win because Quile, I think everybody that played Quile pretty much all had the same opinion. Just like, nice ideal, but then exactly stick the landing. So yeah, I want to say Astrobot. Like, I think Astrobot absolutely need to win this. If Nintendo win this, I feel a little bullshitty. Like, they feel like one of them cases where, like, Nintendo would win the award and then they will be like, thank you for the award. Also, we are announcing Nintendo Switch in a week. Please stay tuned. You know, like, either Astrobot gonna win or Nintendo gonna just win and then use that as a jumping off point to advertise on Pet Conference that Jet Keighley gonna host. Like, I feel like in no in between though. But realistically, yeah, Astrobot need to win. Like, if Astrobot is, like, easily one of the best game of the year and highest review game of the year, and if it don't win game of the year, it'll elite need to win that one. So, we're going to find out how that goes when we get there. But, bet fighting game. God. Yeah, this is balking. Like, I feel like the only 2 fights here is Balking and Marvel vs. Capcom Collection. But the thing is like, this is just the FCC. And this is everyone else. This is everybody else. So, like, I think probably how they're going to go is Balking going to win. Tekken will be a second. And then everyone FGC is just going to be Marvel vs. Capcom. Because I feel like, honestly, like, Tekken kind of bleed a little bit into the mainstream. Yeah, I don't think it got to the point of like, Street Fighter 6 by any means, but it bled enough into the mainstream. But Dragon Ball, what was it? Wasn't like Barking Zero was like literally the highest selling Dragon Ball Z in like the smallest amount of time or some shit? So, and then Grand Blue, it just, that not in the occasion, right along with Multivoyage at like, at 9 in that discussion. So yeah, I think Barking gonna win that one just because of what that game did. Like from the sell and player base app app. But yeah, I feel like no escaping that one. That'd be another one if it doesn't win. It'd be like, what the fuck? Like, absolutely. Oh yeah, I did hear about the fourth party stuff. I did hear about that, Coon. Barking Zero all over the goddamn play. Yeah, like if you are nostalgic for Dragon Ball or like have like a bait interest in fighting games, and like it not even fail just because like you say fucking Dragon Ball Budokai or Tenkaichi, and you got a whole generation of people on their knees just waiting for your load, And just like it not even fail, man. So like yeah. Barking will win that. Like, without even trying, they're gonna win. So. But yeah, 100% on Barking. Yeah, Tekken Grappling amazing. I do like the toy. Yeah, just I feel like Tekken is like right there on the cups of becoming like Tekken 3 again. As far like hitting the mainstream. Like I feel like right on the edge of doing that. Bet RPG. Well, shit. I would honestly say, champ, I would say Dragon Dogma, it's fine. I think it Born Bridge a little bit. Elden Ring, Final Fantasy is, on the downcline. Like a dragon, it kind of neat. I honestly would say if Elden Ring wasn't heel, I think Metaphor would win. But I feel like if you put an Elden Ring in any category, the rest of this shit it just doesn't matter. So yeah, I think Elden Ring gonna win Bet RPG, like hand down. Bet Action Adventure. Man, it'd be nice if Prince of Persia win. They're not going to. Because I still really like the Lock Crown. That Lock Crown very much surprised me. Because that game, when I was playing the demo and the demo ended, I literally had that feeling like, oh god, no, I need more. And I haven't had that feeling in decades. So I would like for Lock Crown to win, but obviously I don't think he's going to, because once again we got Astrobot, we got Silent Hill. So I feel like the actual debate here is probably Astrobot versus Silent Hill. Because Astrobot is probably the better game, but Silent Hill fucking nailed the landing, and if everybody thought it wouldn't and couldn't. So like, Silent Hill 2 kind of came out flanging and supplied everybody. Well, Astrobot, I feel like in that camp of like, if you played the last...
No,
don't worry, that's the plan for this. But I feel like if you played the last Astrobot game, the one that came with the PS5 for free, you're not surprised this is one of the best game of the year. So I feel like it's 50-50. I think it depends on... Really depends. Because on one hand, Astrobot is a, platformer, so like they'll limit how many people are going to play it. Any of everybody who play it claiming by being better than Mario 64. But then you also have Silent Hill, so... I kind of feel like this is probably going to be Silent Hill. I still think Astrobot going to win Bet Family Game, and Silent Hill going to win... I see they fixed it! I see they fixed it a lot, T.I. How you doing? We're looking at the Game Awards. So... Yeah, how you doing, T.I.? How you doing tonight? I'm breaking down why I think Silent Hill gonna win action adventure game. Yeah, I don't know who winning that Silent Hill. Yeah, Silent Hill gonna win that, like absolutely. Alright. But yeah, why an Outlaw Hill? Yeah, that's my question. I think it what it is, like looking at this, is like this is obviously like the AAA base.
Dicks.
All the dicks.
Return to
it have.
The Joy McConstrung.
It have. Thank goodness it's fixed now. I told you it wasn't on my end. I knew it wasn't on my end. I'm happy about that. I'm so happy you're walking. You got your dick back, T.I. But yeah, with it being the AAA base, I kind of feel like they didn't want to put an indie game here, so that's the only reason Star Wars here. And also name recognition, because Star Wars. But I'm going Silent Hill. I think Silent Hill gonna win that. Well, we got Bet Action Game. Okay. So we got Wukong, Call of Duty, Helldiver, Delblade, Warhammer. Fuck, man. There might be the Wukong Award, to be honest. Because I feel, see, this is the thing. Is, from everything I have heard and seen of Wukong, like, it seemed like there was more thing getting in the way of Wukong than a plot for it as far like Game of the Year was concerned. So I kind of feel like that probably not gonna be Game of the Year. But at the same time, it's like, okay, we got boobies and we got Warhammer. But at the same time, it's like we also have the two games that, you know, the whole woke it bad community jumped on pretty fucking hard. And I feel like I hate to fucking say that, but this is just gonna be the Dumb Gamer Award, isn't it? That is literally what this category going to be. Nothing against the games. It just, this whole award seemed like it pretty much for them people. But I'm probably gonna say Wukong. I think Wukong gonna win this. Because I think with Devil Boy being stuck on PlayStation and PC, it was on PC, right? Then again, I get Wukong was too. But Wukong was giant on theme. Yeah, I'm gonna say Wukong. I think this is the Wukong Award. That is where I'm putting my bets on that one. So, that my guess. Going with Devil Boy just because hot sexy waifus. But there was a couple in Wukong as well. Any of, you know, that whole woke camp or anti-woke camp kind of did not realize. But nonetheless, like, oh, fucking sucks, man. But yeah, I think Wukong going to win. Let's see, bet VR game chat. Man, Metro made it? Wait. What is the cutoff? Okay, I gotta see. We gotta see that. Well, what is the cutoff for the Game Award? Because I thought it was like, I thought that was like very like early November. Oh, what? Let's see. I don't need nominee. I need date. What is the cutoff date? Oh, here we go. What is the cutoff date? November 22nd is the cutoff date. Wait, is Metro any out? Okay, I gotta know. I didn't think Metro. I thought Metro haven't come out yet. And then again, maybe it did come out that week. Wait, if it's November 22nd for this, can game be nominated without actually being out? Okay, it came out November 7th. Okay. So this is like recently biased. I see. Got it. Okay. Okay, I don't know why I thought Metro were gonna be at the end of the month into the beginning of that month. So Metro Awakening, I don't know if it's technically a VR version of the fourth game or it just take place roughly in that time period. But yeah, like it's somewhere in that time period. Like all the gameplay I've seen made it look like it's just a VR version of the fourth game, but I could be horribly wrong here. Like 100% could be wrong. So yeah. Yeah, because that's what I was thinking. Like, if it didn't come out to like the 22nd, but review codes are going out, could that get thing nominated? That's why I was confused because I didn't know Metro was out yet. But let's see, Arizona, Azora WAP, Batman, a Metal Health single, and Metro. I think
Wiping my visor. In VR. Woo.
exactly, and pulling the mask on and off, because you know that too. So
The best VR game is. Who cares about VR? Resident Sleeper.
I'm telling you, we got Beat Saber and we got Alex. That's all you need. And I get VR chat. You got VR chat, Beat Saber, and Alex. You good. You don't need any other VR game. But I think Azor WAP will probably win. Or not WAP. Or yeah, I guess it's WAP. I think it will win because there's another one that like I have heard of people who played that was just like, yeah, there's no reason that game should be as extensive as it is and as good as it is for VR. The only issue is like, is it game still locked to the Quest 3? Or did they ever bring this out on PC? That would be the question. I don't know if it ever escaped Quest or not. But from like the VR community, I think it is. I think that one's gonna win VR. Here we go. Bet mobile game chat. Also, now you can all jump on Coon because it's a Coon favorite game ever. Go jump on Coon chat like you do about me. Metal Hellsing will be interesting. I'd be so interested to know how that game play in VR. Especially playing through it on Xbox when it came out. And I get also PC. And I really like Metal Hellsing. Like, so I don't know how it in VR. I feel like it'd be very sickening in VR though, but you know, maybe if you're to that type of game, it's fine. Yeah, I have a good thing about Arkham Shadow. It just once again, it like isn't that one of Quest 3 as well? I'd be interested to see like when them games come to PC how they are. Probably be ZDD. Nah, it's not gonna be ZDD. I think it's gonna be your game, your Baldur, however we pronounce. I still think it's gonna be this. Cause AFK Journey wasn't horrible. Any of it did very much turn into an auto clicker in the end. Man, Pokemon trading card game is here. Wibbling Waves are here. I just okay, I might be out of the loop here. Let me know, Coon. I feel like of the 3 games, you know, Genshin, Honkai, and ZZZ, I feel like people don't care about ZZZ. Outside of that one shot goal with the big ass, that everybody lost their mind over formal trailer. Other than that, I feel like ZZZ is like probably the most niche of all them games. You know, with that game being just Devil May Cry, but done in the tone and style of like if Deadpool and Jet Set Radio had a baby, but with Devil May Cry combat, which is why I like ZZZ. But I don't know. I don't feel like the fanfare was there. I feel like Wibbling Wave fanfare was way fucking higher. But at the same time, Pokemon. So, yeah, I don't think Botro ZZ was the top earning mobile game for the month. The question is, do top earner translate to people voting in a you know, in a popularity contest? That is the question. Like, how many people are gonna actually vote for that? At the leap better than Wibbling Wave. Man, I still say Wibbling Wave wouldn't be like for me. Like I like Wibbling Wave much as I could, but for me personally, the thing that hold back Wibbling Waves was just the characters and or mainly the voice acting. Like, man, like other than that redhead dude that was the villain, other than him, like he ran laps around every other character in that game in personality and tone and attitude and charisma. But like, if anything, that voice actor need a win an award because he literally carried that game. But like that was probably the biggest thing about Wibbling Waves. Like any Sam tried to stream it once. And any Sam agreed, like, yeah, the game is only good when you're not doing the main story or nobody is talking. Without it, that, well, it was that red-headed dude who was the bad guy anyway. So yeah. Yeah, because AFK Journey, the thing about AFK Journey, like I said, like when I did that sponsorship for it, like I actually came out of it a little positive on it. My only issue with it, like I said, was like, by the end of it, it became like the normal MMO, not MMO, I guess it technically is an MMO, but the normal like mobile stuff of being like very hit, fight, and walk away type of game. I still say, Elite at launch anyway, AFK Journey will probably the most generate with characters though. Because like, I think we played it for 4 hours, I think it was a console to play. And we pretty much almost ended up with every character from like the free pools. So like, I still feel like it's super generous, but yeah, it's kind of a little sad that.
Why is AFK Journey even on this list?
Marketing.
Though? I feel like the other ones are at least talked about.
Which is what going to be my point here about AFK is AFK. I think it healed because they had a insane marketing arm for it. Like, especially over on TikTok, I was seeing ads for AFK Journey or AFK for like 4 months after release. So I think it mainly healed just because money. And also I imagine the ad probably did a decent job getting a decent amount of people in it. Like, I kind of feel like the AFK fans are like the silent minority of the games in a lot of ways. So.
No. Paid off Jeff confirmed.
Exactly. I think, and that might be the other reason. It just healed because they needed another game to put on that list and did not want to put Genshin or Honkai heal. Maybe that's the reason. They'd already 10%. Yeah, because what was it again? Let me see. What was the breakdown on voting? Because it didn't like 80 public or something. Because I know nominees, they come from press outlet. Yeah, do we have, because I want to say originally they had like an actual breakdown of the percentages, right? Let's see, does it? Because obviously, why don't the fan 100% select the winner, 100% of the vote, let's see, for given some games, goes to one platform voting. Yeah, because I know in like other years they had like a zap percentage breakdown. I think it was like, oh wait, is it? How are the windows selected? Oh, here we go. Window is determined by votes between voting joy 90% and public fan voting 10%. Ah, so 10% fans. Okay. I don't know why I thought it was the other way, but there you go. 90% quit it, 10% fan base. That is how does it breaking down. So there you go. But honestly, in this, I think Pokemon gonna win. Yeah, there you go, Kim. I honestly think Pokemon winning that one. Like, because it Pokemon, that game is huge right now, and it Pokemon. And once again, millennials fucking love all Pokemon, so I'm going Pokemon. But yeah, I think Pokemon gonna win that. What we got? Bet debut indie game. Oh, this is easy. It's just a call game again. So, yeah, like there is like a giant uptake Pokemon people because it's Pokemon. So I think Pokemon will still win because Pokemon. But yeah, I'm with you. Like I feel like yeah, Animal Well or yeah. I don't know why Quail is a heel. I'm kind of surprised Quail got nominated for anything, to be honest. I think that might have got nominated because, you know, probably a lot of journalists like, oh, the visual is nice and that it. I'm happy Pacific Drive it heel though. But yeah, I think Animal Well will probably take this. Wait, are you talking about Pokemon having a lot of imbalance? The question is, do people care because of Pokemon? That will be the question here. But yeah, now that we know 90% critics, I feel like Animal Well should win. But I am with you. I could see that going either way. But, because let's be honest, I feel like Animal Well is generation feds. The only thing is that I hope the Quato don't go crazy like Phil Fifth did. But yeah, I'm gonna say Animal Well. Any of I do think they could go either way between the two. Wait, bet independent. Wait, didn't we just do this? Oh, that debut ending. Okay, never mind. So bet independent game. So Animal Well, card game. Wait, Laser Eye. What the fuck is Laser Eyes? Navi UFO 50. Yeah, I think it's still gonna be. Yeah, I think it's gonna be the same. I'm with you. I think they're gonna be the same in the lat category. They can go either way. Like, don't get me wrong. I would love for like UFO 50 or Navi, how it would pronounce. Cause I loved Grease, and I have heard only like equally up play, if not more. I need to see if Limited One gonna be doing a physical of this, or someone is. Well, there was just one by default. But anyway, like my own biases on these end, it's like yeah, I'm probably still gonna be Animal Well or this. Who knows? Maybe they will be the trade-off. Like one will win one and another one will win the other. Maybe that's what is happening. So bet community support. I want Baldur Gate to win. And the main reason I want Baldur Gate to win because they said fuck you to Wizard of the Coast. By what they did with what they did with the mod tools. Because that was like a big fuck you to Wizard of the Coast. And it just like, you know, keep being badass over there at Lillian. Keep it up, man. You guys are great. You're doing God work over there. But once again, Helldiver I think got shot by Sony. Final Fantasy. The question is, Final Fantasy win it like that is probably just still like, you know, biases. But then again, I know some people are not happy with the expansion, so that might throw in, you know, a little bit here.
Rule out Helldivers 2.
Yeah, because I think Helldiver 2 would be, honestly, I would be kind of questioning the debate, or like debating if Sony didn't do what they did. Because, like, if you think about it, like, all the shit that them devs were doing with all the stuff we were talking about earlier, it was, like, insanely impressive. It, like, to the point that you got me wrapped up in it, the person who don't do multiplayer game, and then also having like Sam semi-wrapped into it of watching like, you know, the update videos in universe that the community did that, you know, the devs was heavily supporting as well.
Happy Sony gonna slip the judges some $.
Maybe. But Like No Man's Sky, maybe No Man's Sky would win if they would start charging like for DLC. Maybe they would win because that fan base is very aggressively angry about how they can't give money to the game. So like I feel like this would probably cancel out because the community is very upset about how they can't give money. Sony fucked Helldivers. Fortnite is Fortnite. Final Fantasy, I feel like have just a little bit of bad blood in it right now. And then Baldur Gate is still Baldur Gate being the fucking boss of the game industry. So I kind of want to say Baldur Gate. That way I'm going to put my money in Baldur Gate here. Pit the fuck. Yeah, that is true. It like they kind of had a double combo wombo though a little bit when all that was going down. What we got? Bet ongoing game. I think Fortnite gonna win just because Fortnite brought back OG. Like, I would say for Diablo probably would have won if the award show was like 2 months ago. But right now, I think this is gonna be Fortnite. Yeah, I think with all the hype that is right now existing in Fortnite with the whole like OG game mode stuff, I think Fortnite gonna win. Like absolutely. So yeah, I'm gonna say Fortnite for best ongoing. Game for Impact. Here we go. So what we got? What we got, Ti? Talk to me.
Again, I'll rule out Helldivers and Destiny 2.
Yeah, Destiny 2 is like, I get they got a mobile game coming soon. Let's see. Wait, what is this? Wait, hang on. What is this game? Oh, God. No, I do not want to sign in. Oh, my God. Take me back. Take me back. I'm trapped. I'm trapped, chat. Oh, okay. We're not trapped anymore. Never mind. Never mind. Hang on. We went back a few pages. Always something, chat. Always something. No, go away, Destiny. We always talked about you, Destiny. Okay, hang on. What is this game? Because I do not know what the fourth game is. Oh, wait. Is that the one with... Is that the cooking game? Wait. Actually, I might know what this is. Do I know what this is?
Oh yeah, how was that Life is Strange, John? I saw it as I was browsing the store.
Okay, never mind. It's not what I thought it was. Oh my God. Oh my God. Who are doing noises? Oh God. I see what did noises. Hang on. I got YouTube videos up. That's all I'm playing. My bad, champ. My bad. Okay, never mind. It's not what I thought it was. What is this? A slice of life sim that will tell a deep emotional story about the connection between families and friends and the fate of a tragedy. Long kept secret. Okay, who the serial killer and abuser? Repel train relationship and help your loved one move on. Oh God, is it gonna be like your mother husband died and you dealing with like emotional trauma of all that in the community, isn't it? Okay, well to answer that question, but yeah, how would Life is Train? So it was I don't know, like I don't know how accurate this is, so take what I'm gonna say with a grain of salt because this is just hearing through the grapevine from a few people. It seemed like Double Exposure was fine, but not like mind breaking or anything. So I get fine. Cause like the vibe I've been seeing from like random like TikTok reviewers and people, it just feel like it's just like, yeah, Life is Strange. Hey, good. You know, you like Life is Strange, you like this, you know, type of situation. But I think the Zaru, I think Zaru probably gonna win. I'm probably butchering that. Because I feel like from the description, that might be a dime a dozen. I could be wrong. I think Inika. Once again, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I feel like this is very much in a very Pacific demographic, with it being a legit horror comedy. I get with puzzle game. I get that with how you would describe that game. Once again, have all good things, but I feel like this is very much for a certain demographic. Nava is like like I don't know enough to know well like what they are doing for quote unquote impact. Life is Strange, you're probably still doing the normal like LGBT stuff, and the whole morality stuff that, you know, like almost all the games have done. Hellblade, I still feel like for Hellblade, I still feel like Hellblade 1 did a better job than Hellblade 2. Like 100%. Like, don't get me wrong, the documentary that was in it about psychosis is still great. Because it was like, it very much felt like the documentary was like the second half to the fourth documentary. But at the same time, we're talking about documentary, not the game. But yeah, like Hellblade 2. See, this is the thing about Hellblade 2. That game felt like it was way longer in the toots, but the thing is, it wasn't, because that game is still like a 5-hour, 4-hour game. But I think, well, like, it kind of sucked when you say game outdated welcome when the game is only a handful of hours to begin with. But, because I think it ain't shorter than Hellblade 1 now, thinking about it. But I think Hellblade 1 was a far better game than what Hellblade 2 ended up being. But I feel like Azu probably gonna take it just because this is like the most gamey game. And also like I get the best way to put it. God, it sucks having to put it like this. Is I feel like all the other games in this, it very much, I get full like the whole game for impact. I get could be the whole point. But I kind of feel like all the other games on this list very much is more along the line of a very specific outlook that I feel like that been like touched on by many things, and also is very much for the demographics that it is about. You know, it like self-verification of your existence and your carrying the reason to continue on living type of deal. Well, like on the other hand, here is like with this game, I feel like it's one of them things where like the subject matter is way more human, and then we turn way more broad for more people to get into. And also have a higher chance of like helping more people through the issue that the game set forth, while still being way more like
I think
gaming.
the synopsis was interesting, but the execution seemed not good. That matters, right?
For what? For this game, or are we talking about for Hellblade? Yeah, I think honestly, like going by the track record of previous year for game for impact, I feel like this is more about what the game represent, not so much about the game actually being good. You know, it'd be like more about like hitting the subject matter.
That game.
Maybe, I don't know. Could be like, I don't know. We need to be honest. I need to actually play all the, because the only one here I have played is Hellblade. But I know that one Elite. I don't know about it landing it, but I do know it like the most gamey or game of that, since you know it. From my understanding, it's just a Metroidvania. But But yeah, I do kind of feel like if you look at it from like the broad aspect, it's gonna be iffy. But at the same time, if we are looking at it from just a critical point of view, and only critical, then it like Neva, Novo, how does it pronounce? Because I feel like critical darlings are mainly like D2. Because, you know, Life Betray, Hellblade, like, most people like, eh. You know, the big, like, IGN types didn't really hear much on this end. Don't get me wrong, it'd be interesting to dub win and just be like, oh, that interesting. But, yeah, it fell hard. They landed off at 70% on time. Really? Man, I'm kind of surprised that the studio still alive, but I don't know. I just feel like out of these, maybe that one had the most like mainstream eyes, because, you know, Metroidvania crowds are, you know, Metroidvania crowds. Well, like the rest of this stuff could like Life is Train, I feel like you gotta be invested in Life and Train. Hellblade just kind of dropped the ball in every way almost. That one might get like the Greek fans and I will the people who actually see the visual also have combat now, so I get that something. And I still feel like that one is just like in the very much hitting like not in like quality, but in like tone of like Deadly Premonition type, which is like it like I feel like that was this whole thing is like if we remove the subject matter and look at it from just a game aspect, like all of the games are like horribly niche. So then we have the whole thing with the whole being about impact, like with one, you know, actually because I just stayed in for thought-provoking game with both social meaning, like which one kind of nailed that the best, and also like which one nailed it in a way that actually, maybe I'm reading too far into that, but also like have hit a subject matter and done it better than previous. You know, it just like example being like, did Life and Train do it better than, you know, Before the Storm or Life and Train 1 or 2 or 3 or Quarters or whatever? So it like, watch it, Life and Train gonna win just because of Square Enix. Is that what's gonna happen? It's just gonna be Life and Train because of Square Enix. Cause let's be honest, the only like AAA game here is, at least from a publishing standpoint, it Hellblade and Life is Strange, and that it. That is true. That also kind of where I'm leaning at Will a little bit, Coon. It's like, yeah, cause Grease, like, if it does not win, you better believe this game gonna win a shit ton of awards at like the BAFTAs and, you know, like the game conference type stuff. Like, this game gonna get it due. It just, the question is it gonna get it due here? That is the question. Cause like, I still say Grease is easily the most prettiest game I think I have ever played. So I highly recommend Grease. So watch it. It's gonna be Life is Strange. That what it's gonna be. Okay, Ubisoft award. I mean, not Ubisoft. Let's see. Accessibility, recognizing software and or hardware that put the medium forward by adding features.
Free. Platinumed that Jawn.
Yeah, that game was great. Like, I played it on the Nintendo Switch because that was I think, was it the publisher? I don't remember who it was. Because I don't think it was a indie dev or a indie company or anything. But either way, I'm pretty sure I bought it from like the actual dev website back when I had my delusion of buying every Switch game. Like they put out like
You're wrong, Troy. Sorry, but you're wrong. Vagrant Story is the game of the year. Without question.
Always game of the year.
Get good.
You're literally pulling a Sam. Sam is like Witcher 3 every year. It doesn't matter. Witcher 3, that is Sam. But oh god damn it.
You're all wrong. Metal Gear Acid is game of the year.
Oh god. The game of the century here. But yeah, like I ended up buying like the collector edition of Grease. Like I said, I think it was from the publisher because it was like fancy. And then on the Nintendo Switch, that game is insanely good looking. Just because the art style and the animation carry it so much. But yeah, what are we doing? Oh yeah, accessibility. Help gameplay and enjoy the audience.
Judgment.
Okay, we know where WAG falls. WAG completely falls on the Gregory Horror Show. By the way, there was a sequel to that game coming out real soon. I just got reminded of that recently. So heads up on that, WAG. No input on that one. Maybe, I'm trying to think, was it Prince of Persia? Because like I said, I know I played some game at the beginning of the year. I remember like screaming from the rooftops that it need to win. Maybe I didn't play it. Maybe that was at like the accessibility showcase at E3. But maybe it was this. Okay, keep this in mind. Yeah, it kind of went in a bell. Just I don't know if I'm distracted by everything else about Prince of Persia that happened at the time. But hear me out, champ. I feel like, once again, I have no idea. This is me just going full on gut feeling. I will admit freely, a gut feeling. But I kind of feel like Dragon Age probably going to win this. Because I know EA, like EA been really fucking good about like accessibility.
Metal Gear Acid won Troy Theist Slept Streamer of the Year award. The best fourth monitor content of the year award. The best lack of sexy waifus award of the year.
God damn
the
it.
Best lack of climax award of the year.
Hey, yeah, give
you
me
are
like
slacking,
climax.
Troy. Now climax. Do it. Lastly, Chrono Trigger is game of the year.
And there you go. Don't worry, I will climb out once this is done. Don't worry. 100% will climb out for you. See the YouTube
the
people
pride.
Taking, don't
that
know what
Metal
we're talking
Gear
about.
was sure shapely hot.
God damn it. But yeah, I'm gonna say Dragon Age because, like I said, EA been pretty good about it, and I know if they do half of the shit they put into like Sims in this, I imagine it probably really good. So I think Dragon Age might win it. Once again, just a gut feeling. What we got? Bet performance. Oh, you better tell me who is who. Okay, they do. Fantastic. So who we got? Final Fantasy Weebot. Oh god, who did she play in Weebot, chat? Chat, I don't know the voice actor. Who did she play in Weebots? Life is Strange, Star Wars, Silent Hill 2, and Hellblade. I feel like they're gonna be fun. They're gonna be the Final Fantasy Award, isn't it? Think she is Ellis? Okay, hang on. We're figuring this out. Who did she play? I thought she'd be like Tifa or something.
Did someone say climate? No,
Bumbum. No one said climax. Oh, god damn it. Just like that, the video been demonetized. They've been 100% demonetized. Oh my god, how long is this? Right back at you, X. Right back at you. Hang on, let me get you matted pant. There you go, X. How you doing tonight, X? We're going over the Game Awards and figuring stuff out for the YouTube video for it. But yeah, by the way, she is indeed Elliot, so good call on that. But yeah, it's the Elliot voice actor. Yeah, I think this is gonna be the Final Fantasy Award. I think she's gonna win. Alright. So
Narcos Aerith has a bigger part in Rebirth than Remake for obvious reasons. It makes sense she'd be put forward.
Yeah. Yeah.
This voting sucks ass, as the election and Tyson rigging fight. Fuck 2025.
Don't worry. We will get to the part that will be more fucked up about this momentarily, from my understanding. But yeah, it is a good point because doesn't like Weebot, I don't know, I'm just guessing, but doesn't Weebot like go up to the point of the dabby bit? Also, the whole realizing Ellie can't float. But yeah, I think Ellie probably going to win. So yeah, I think she's gonna win this. What we got? Bet audio design.
Yes. That was in the game's description.
Okay, good. That's what I thought. I thought that'd be a public cutoff point for Weebots. Yeah, no input on that one. The game also so doesn't. Yeah, because this is recognize the bet in-game audio and sound design. So this is not music. This is like sound effects. I feel like they would probably still be Astrobot, right? Just because of like all the dopamine trigger from like the bips and bops and noises from stepping on things. So I'm gonna say Astrobot because they're like, see, this is the thing. Like, this is not my Tron suit. It's like hell. Like, music not even my Tron suit most of the time. Because outside a few exceptions, I don't even remember music in any game. But I feel like Atro gonna win that. Probably.
Like I said, it won't do anything to your stream lol if two people still getting their pennies for it.
We will see. We will see, X. So
Will even wager money on it.
We will see. I will check back with you tomorrow when I post the video. But yeah, I'm gonna go Atro. I'm gonna go Astrobot. Betcore music. Here we go. I want to go Astrobot again, champ. Yeah, Final Fantasy, Metaphor, Silent Hill, Stellar Blade. Like, don't get me wrong, the music and remake were really fucking good. Alright, probably easily some of the best Final Fantasy music we mix. So. But all the music is amazing. There's actually a list I can, yeah, because I know, like I said, like, Weebolts, if it anything like remake, it probably great. Astrobot, I know it good because I have heard a handful of stuff, and then also any original Astrobot, it was insanely good as well.
I'm not gonna lie. Stellar Blade had a phenomenal OST. It was so fucking good. You know me. I'm a sucker for good music. Stellar Blade music was such a vibe. So good.
Yeah. All the trailers and stuff that had the music, it all seemed good. But yeah, Metaphor, I don't know about Metaphor because I never paid attention to any of the trailers because I just saw Sega and instantly dipped. Silent Hill is like, my question on Silent Hill, how much of Silent Hill soundtrack is any different than the original? Or is it just pre-recording of all Silent Hill 2 music? Alright, that would be my question on Silent Hill. So yeah, I kind of feel like they can be a toss-up between Atro and Final Fantasy, probably. But that is a good point. Like, Atlas does do a great job with soundtrack. Because it's like I always said, Atlas and Sega both is insanely good with the music. Say what you will about them games in general, the music is always great. Actually, now thinking about it, you might be on something, Coon. It might be a three-way fight. I think my hope would be Astrobot, but my guts is still Final Fantasy. I think Final Fantasy will win out of pure nostalgic reason. So to know my hope will be Atro, but I think realistically Final Fantasy will probably win that category. Let's see, bet art direction. Oh god, man.
But Chrono Trigger has a better OST than all 5 of these games. So Chrono Trigger wins.
Hey, we could say it had better music than most games, let's be honest. Yeah, it only went off nostalgia. I think nostalgia will carry that a long way. So, And like I said, a lot of, like, if anything like remake, then remixes were great. I feel like this should be the Navi whatever game. I feel like that obviously, because the award of best art direction, that the game. That is literally the game. But realistically, watch it. Elden Ring gonna win that one. Because Elden Ring. But and also Elden Ring also have the whole game art direction in your compass. So, but I want Navi to win. All right, because I feel like either Navi or gonna be Elden Ring, but I want Navi. So I'm going Navi on this, because I think this is just a quill win or no matter what. The issue is the fan voting is the problem. So I'm going Navi, chat. We're gonna wing it on that one. The only one that can't win this. What do you mean can't win? It's literally not the game. It's art. Oh God. Yeah, even though we had music composed by the 14 dude. Yeah. Wukong for you. Maybe once again, it like. Other than trailers, I haven't seen much on Wukong. And you sending me bug videos. Let's see. Bet narrative. Outstanding storytelling and narrative development in game. God, see, this is a problem, chat. It's like, I want to say Silent Hill 2. But the problem is with that is, I'm saying Silent Hill 2 because of Silent Hill 2, like the original game. And like that game is a billion mile deeper in its story and narrative than any other game in that category. But the thing is Silent Hill 2, any with like some of the new stuff toward in now, it's still like Silent Hill 2. So that would literally be like the debate, like, oh yeah, it won in 2002, so you're gonna win here. It's literally what you guys been joking about with Chrono Trigger. It's literally that mindset. That is like the part that is a little like mind-breaking here for me. Cause it's like, yeah, it's 100 times deeper than everything. But it's been 100 times deeper than everything for the last like 20 years. So, you know. So on one hand, I wanted to win, but on the other hand, it's that whole argument. But realistically, I think there's gonna be another one of them cases, either Metaphor or Final Fantasy. And knowing where Final Fantasy go and end, it probably going to be Final Fantasy. Yeah, but the thing is about Silent Hill 2 though is Silent Hill 2, like Silent Hill 2 in general, and then we playing the original game for Halloween this year just verified it. That a thought I have had for like 20 plus years. Is
well, just cause it wins doesn't make the other ones dog shit. There has to be a winner.
Yeah. But yeah, Silent Hill 2, I feel like, honestly, with its story, is so much more impactful and long-lasting than any other game once you start diving into, like, what everything means and represent. And what that means for James and each of the characters, and you know, it like, I get the best way to put it is Silent Hill 2 is a 6-hour essay video just waiting to be written, and probably have been written and probably got 20-hour essay videos about it. Which is why like I would put it a lot higher than the rest of these.
I watched them love video journs that go on for hours.
Yeah, because they're like, there's so much you can pull from Silent Hill 2 for that. So yeah, Silent Hill 2 is the best game in the series. Yeah, I think it's the best game in the series because of that stuff. Because, you know, Silent Hill 3, like, Silent Hill 3 probably, like, I don't, overall for, like, Silent Hill 3 story, is, like, if you get rid of the mandate of Konami being like, hey, you guys making that game, we just remember the anniversary, put Harry Mason into the game and bring back, you know, the court. But if that game would have come out at what it originally was going to be before Konami quickly panicked about anniversary game, like, don't get me wrong, there's a lot to be said in there about body images and body positivity and abuse and the trauma that come from all sides, especially in like 2004, 2005. Like, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of meat on that bone, no pun intended. But it still feel like, you know, it's literally what we were talking about the Impact games. Of just like, there's a lot there, but at the same time, Silent Hill 2, like, trauma dumping is way more open for more people.
Help me, sir.
So,
Help me.
also, Bob having a panic attack. So, that I think. So, but yeah, like, like I said, Silent Hill 2, I feel like it's just cheating. But at the same time, it's like, if it's true, any 20-some odd year later, you know, it's sadly still true, you know? So, like, I feel like it's between Silent Hill and Final Fantasy, because I feel like Final Fantasy is just going to be the popular vote just because of, you know, the whole leading up to the Elliot stuff. But I would say my not feeling good about it, like, gut feeling would be Silent Hill 2. But realistically, it's probably going to be Final Fantasy 7. Let's see, bet game direction. Oh, this is Elden Ring. Like, this is just straight up Elden Ring. Like, that's literally what that one is.
Wait.
But yeah, bet game direction here. I think Elden Ring gonna win that one. Like, because I feel like at that point, Elden Ring been nominated a few times, and Elite for me, it kind of like, you know, in the category doesn't seem to fit. But award for outstanding creative vision, innovative game direction and design. Yeah, this is just Elden Ring. Like, Elden Ring gonna win this in fate. Once again, just like Elden Ring base game did. So yeah, I'm putting my money on Elden Ring here for bet game direction. Yeah, we will be playing Metal Gear Survive here in a few days, hopefully. Elden Ring shouldn't be in 90% of this. The thing is that, like, wait, did they hang on, view all category, and then we will come back to Game of the Year. Wasn't there like a bet DLC category? Or were they wrong? Well, they're not. I don't think there was a bet DLC category. They fucking should be. Like, we don't get like bet DLC category next year. I'm gonna be very upset. Cause I feel like this is an example obviously should be a thing. But yeah, Game of the Year. Yeah.
Elden Ring. Cause they made a big fucking deal about it. And they wouldn't do that unless they planned to make it Game of the Year. Uck.
Also, the other thing to keep in mind here is Elden Ring DLC blew. I wouldn't say it blew like every game that came out this year out of the water. I kind of feel like on like another year it would have though. So
By big deal I mean the statement that they are making an exception for it.
yeah, what was that statement? Because I think I saw it, right? Any entry fee, sponsors. Oh, here we go. All DLC and a expansion pack and remaster. Let's see. The Game Award aim to recognize the best creativity and techno work each year. Of the format of a content release. Expansion packs, new game, season, DLC, remakes, remaster, or eligible in all category. If the judge deem the new equation and techno work to be worthy of a nomination for focus such as a renewal of the content and its price slap value should be taken into consideration. Because the thing is, this is like getting into a thing that I remember we had discussions about it back in the Erdtree player days. So I'm talking like 2012, 2011 days. When we did all Game of the Year nomination stuff. Like we constantly talked about. I'm trying to remember. I think it was. Was it Blood Dragon? It might have been Blood Dragon when it first came up. Back when that was like exclusive to the season pass. But either way, at Erdtree Play, we always had a discussion about new DLC and whatnot count or remaster count for being like a Game of the Year category. Pretty much what we broken down to when it came to it. What probably give us his input.
Name me something bigger and more anticipated this year than Elden Ring DLC? You can't.
Yeah.
It was too hype. Too much nostalgia. Maybe if GTA 6 had stayed on course, but now that's a late 2025
no,
release.
No, that's a 2026 game at earlier. But that is a good point, though. That kind of well, I'm from right now on the subject. It like that DLC was bigger than probably what 90% of the games that came out this year from like excitement level. But yeah, like I was saying, when I was at Erdtree Play, like we pretty much had the same opinion on that. Of just like if a DLC comes out and we feel that the DLC is better than the base game or better than any other game that came out that year, we counted it. We counted towards like Game of the Year. It'd be like looking back at older games and being like, like Blue Wolf or StarCraft 2 coming out. And like that expansion, yeah. But it was better than the base game. It was not a $2 DLC. It was like what, $30, $40. It was a release. It wasn't like a update or wasn't put out for free. You had to spend money on it. So yeah, that kind of what we came to at Erdtree Play. Like, if we feel like it's better than the base game and better than any game that came out that year, no matter if it's DLC or not, it should still be nominated. And then any more so, if you want to get into the weeds, if it did like standalone save titles, kind of like how Witcher did. Well, Witcher had like, get to the DLC at standalone games if you wanted to.
Troy, I hate to inform you, but you are wrong. Rockstar already months ago confirmed a 2025 release date. Fall 2025.
Not happening.
Delayed from 2024.
Not happening. I still think you're going to get delayed to 2026.
I remember the seeds being a problem. The fact you needed to meet a requirement to start the DLC that a lot of people didn't have at the time was weird too.
Not really. I don't think that will, because they have always did that. Like they did that in Blood Omen, not Blood Omen, Jesus Christ. They did that in Bloodborne. They did that in Dark Souls 2. Because don't forget, in Dark Souls 2, you had to go kill a optional boss, reload the zone, or restart your game, kill the monster that then spawned, then you had to go to the end of the game, or almost the end of the game, kill a specific enemy to drop an item, then bring the item back to where the optional boss was, and then you got sucked into the DLC of Artorias. And then Bloodborne, you had to get kidnapped by a very specific mortal to
Yeah,
get
and
to
it sucked
die.
then too.
But yeah, it have always been like that. The only time in From Software time that wasn't the case would be for like the Armored Core games. If you bought like the expansions, and all that is importing your save data. But yeah, like they've been doing that forever. From the beginning of DLC, From Software been doing that. But like, I honestly would wish if it was like more like how Witcher did it, where it'd be like, oh yeah, you can just play it organically, or if you want, we can just give you a character with base stats, and then you just go into it. Need to be completely standalone. Is that your standard? So maybe. Yeah, because for me, it like the whole standalone stuff, like I said, any extra players, when it came to standalone stuff, is the way we looked at it, if it's a separate buy-in, it counts.
Like Torn of the Golden Country.
That is a good example. Good job on that, T.I. But yeah, for us at extra play, it was like, was it a free update? Was the content added after the fact? Then no, it doesn't count. But the second that you having to pay more than like 20% of the overall price as a standalone release, any of you need the bait game to play it, because like that was the separation point for us at extra play. Like, oh, the game is $50, but the DLC is $30, and it being sold in a separate package. Any of you still need the base game, because a lot of DLC did not get added into after the fact, with like the Game of the Year stuff, once everything is said and done. So like, for example, is like I'm trying to think. I gotta use Skyrim as an example. Like the example for like Skyrim, because I was gonna use Oblivion, which is like, no, I'm not. Extra player wasn't a thing when Oblivion came out. But when Skyrim came out, and they released the Dragonborn DLC, like that was an example of like, oh yeah, that was like, what was that? I think that was like a $25 DLC, $30 DLC, how much it was. And that was like, oh, that just added like another like 40 hours to the game easily.
If we get a GTA 6 release in 2025, I get all your money you made that year. If not, I will match what you made for the year. Match yes.
Dude,
if you make 5k next year, I'll match it.
Okay, question.
My uncle's brother-in-law's cousin's stepbrother's third cousin's little brother works at Rockstar.
Fair enough.
You can't tell me differently.
Fair enough.
I have connections easy.
Okay, my question. Is that just counting how much I make from YouTube and Twitch? Or do that count how much I make from YouTube and Twitch, and then how much money Sam make from other places? Is it all the money in a year, or is it only for the stream, my stream?
To be honest, looking at that description of the award itself, absolute best experience, specifically the part where it says technical, some of those games were notorious for bad performance and frame rates.
Yeah, recognize a game that delivered the absolutely best experience across all creativity and techno fields. I still think they're not meaning techno as in like the game warning. I think they mean techno as in what went into actually getting it to be a thing, and if it don't work day one. But yeah. But yeah, like that edge play, like if you can buy it outside of a one packet deal.
You would ask that question, wouldn't you? You goddamn sellout. Unfucking believable, Troy.
What?
Just unbelievable.
Don't worry, Sam don't make that much money on the site that shall not be named. Don't you worry. It'd be fine. She make like maybe $1,000 if she in a white mine at any point a year. Actually, I don't think she have made that much in a year, but nonetheless, but yeah, like for me, the DLC obviously my opinion on the DLC is like the DLC is sold as a separate thing that you can't buy in one package.
I know it won't happen, but
only.
I want to see Astrobot win.
I do
Cause
too.
I love fanboy tears.
I do too. It's like, fuck Sony, but I do too. I want Astrobot to win as well, because that'd be great. I don't think you're going to, because, you know, you're in a category with Elden Ring. If Elden Ring wasn't here, I think it had a chance. I really do think it had a chance if Elden Ring wasn't in that category. So, but I honestly, I kind of feel like Elden Ring's just gonna take it no matter what. Like any for me, like I would count it. Since, you know, it wasn't a free update, it wasn't a part of the game as is. It was, what was it? It was like almost half of the overall amount of money needed to buy the game. Because Elden Ring was 60, right? I think it was 60, not 70, right? I don't remember. I got my copy for $20 on Weekly because of coupons. But I think it was 60. But yeah, I would say Elden Ring obviously gonna take it. Out of the game here, yeah. Yeah, I feel like overall Astro should be the one to win. God, you know what's gonna happen, chat? This is what's gonna happen. Everybody gonna be too busy debating the Elden Ring shit. And then fucking like either the card game or Metaphor gonna win. And then everyone gonna be like, wait, what? And then you're gonna see for the next like year people bitching and moaning about how Elden Ring didn't win, or about why Wukong didn't win, or why didn't Tifa Tits win. And like, and then if Metaphor do win, then we get the whole argument going about Atlas Persona type shit and going in Final Fantasy shit. So then we get the two fan bases just fully getting like the full-on like a Pelison that Persona always deserved. And if I know this is technically not Persona, but you know, like that type of game. Because I think Elden Ring is the boring answer. Not even like I'm upset about it being here. It's just like it's the boring answer, because it's like the year when Elden Ring came out, or the year that Baldur Gate came out, where it's just like, yeah, they're gonna win. Whatever, you know. That kind of how I feel in general about this. But I would love Astrobot to win, though. I would love that. But yeah. About hell conditions? Not exclusively just that side, but yes.
I agree. I can't see Elden Ring losing to any of these other games. And that Factory Birth had such a low sales total hurts its chances, in my opinion. Remake sold 11 million copies. Rebirth sold only about 3 million.
Yeah.
That's a hell of fall off. Even if it was a great game. Elden Ring is just too much of a juggernaut. It literally took normies by storm and had them crying to Miyazaki on Twitter for easy mode kek. But does seem to be the case.
Yeah. I 100% agree, Pipe. 100%. Like, cause that is like the thing to remember, like, Astrobot falls into like the Sony fanboy crowd / platformer demographic, which, you know, let's be honest, haven't been like mainstream since what? Probably the N64. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I haven't been mainstream probably since the PS2, to be totally honest. Like the card game one, it like that
this award show does like to suck off Miyazaki and Kojima.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, it's not one because they bring in the most money. It'll reason for that. Whenever they it around, like don't get me wrong, the Kojima Pip Killy just needed his head pat at the end of the night to go to sleep. But because that's the other thing. At the end of the day, you know, not only is this outside of popular vote, but also all done in a way that, you know, also will have like react channels and people being pissed because the more people that angry, you know, the like, you know, pump walk 1-on-1 heel type shit of like, you know, if you can get people talking about your shit for months after the fact, good, bad, doesn't matter. Get them talking, then, you know, you're going to have more eyes on you in the next coming year, as long as nothing horrible happens. But, and if Elden Ring win, you're going to heal people for the next, like, few months of bitching and moaning about DLC. It will absolutely happen. But, like I was saying, like, so this is more of the Sony platform or fanboy. Call game is like, there's a very, like, people play indie roguelike type shit. Wukong, I feel like Wukong was like the hot shit at the moment. But I think Wukong in that case of like, depending on where that player base ended up going, and how long torn the memories are, is, you know, will play a lot into Wukong, I kind of feel. Well, Elden Ring is like, yeah, Elden Ring is just way too big to fail. Like, Final Fantasy makes sense, you know, like, oh, you're going to like a 40-hour game just to go into a 100-hour game, and like, I guarantee you, like, when they bring out part 3 and it come out day 1 on everything, it's probably only going to sell about as well as we bought, or maybe a little bit better, but nowhere near remake. Also, I think the other thing that come into that subject is a lot of people, I think, probably also fell off, at least for the people who realize it's a sequel and not a remake. And, you know, you have that demographic, like, there's not the game I paid for, you know, that whole argument. So I think that gonna work against Final Fantasy, and like I said, any if it does come out and everything, it's probably gonna set, like, you know, only a little bit better than we bought. Metaphor, on the other hand, like I said, I remove all my half-ass Sega bitching and moaning. Is it anywhere near the quality people say it is, or near the quality of Persona 5? I could see why this is like Game of the Year material. But realistically, Elden Ring. So,
I'm excited for a fully pilotable Highwind in Part 3. They already set the scale of the world in Rebirth.
That could be interesting, to be honest. Yeah, I'm kind of curious to know, like, what is the feed going to be on that thing? You know, is it going to be like old Final Fantasy, where, like, you just zip around the map in 2 seconds? Or they're just going to go the Final Fantasy X route and just have it, like, a fucking list, like, on the pilot seat or something. So I'm kind of curious to see if they're actually going to let you control it, or they're going to be, you go to the cockpit and just bring up a list of places to teleport to. Got way outside the indie roguelike. Yeah. But I would say not to the same extent as like Wukong or Elden Ring did, though.
They said pilotable. Like a few days ago.
Oh, did they?
They promised.
Watch it. They by being able to fly it. It is just like, oh yeah, you do it because you kill the arm move when you choose the items in a menu, and that will be quite an version of that. But if it is like actually legit flyable, I'm kind of curious to know what the feed is going to be on that.
Troy, agree or disagree?
Okay.
Ahem. DLC should not be in Game of the Year category. However, Shadow of the Erdtree had so much content it was literally like its own game. You could make the argument that other games in years past have been what?
Yeah.
10, maybe 20 hours? You got a brand new adventure and a bunch of shit. We won't talk about 6-hour games like RE3 Remake either. Deplorable.
I don't even think it was that long.
So yeah, I agree and disagree at the same time. Conflicted in a sense, but I get why it's here.
Yeah, I'm Team Devil Advocate on that.
Game director Naoki Hamaguchi confirmed that players will be able to fly freely around the map with it, and that the devs didn't want to cheat the system.
Okay. Never mind. Never mind, it stayed otherwise. Hopefully that translation is accurate, hopefully. But But yeah, like I'm like that with you, Pride. Like I'm a little torn as well. Because obviously I don't think like like come next year being like, oh, season 2 of Marvel Rival introduce 5 new characters up for Game of the Year. Like that type of stuff. I'm like, no. But like I said, I'm in the camp of like, is it a free update or do you have to pay money for it? Can you buy it? The whole physical argument gonna go out the window here in that few years, but is it a part like a Game of the Year edition or standalone? At for like what country? Because any of the Bloodborne stuff was like standalone in some countries, but Elite for physical. So like, I'm kind of in the case of like I stated, like if you had to spend separate money to buy it, and if you feel that it's better than the game it came from, or better than the games around it, I think it should count. Like, for example of this, I still say Alan Wake Lake House is better than all of Alan Wake 2 and the DLC combined. Like, Lake House, if that was a standalone game, like,
Well, does it count if it has its own collector's edition? Didn't it get one of those?
It did. Yeah, it did. It did get it on. I think one of the versions didn't come with the game, but yes, they did get it on standalone collector edition. So, like, yeah, that argument right there, I will. But yes, it did. Because I think they did both. I think they did a collector edition that came with the base game and the DLC, and then they did one that was just the DLC, and it was just a download code. But I think the other collector edition with the base game also was just download code. But yes, it did have a standalone, like collector edition that came with a key. But yeah, like I was saying, the Alan Wake thing is like that is literally in the same way of like Kate Wet for Dead Rising. Any of that, they did sell that as standalone, but it like I still say Lake House is better than all Alan Wake 2. And to be honest, I would honestly like look at that DLC as such, and just be, instead of being like, oh yeah, Alan Wake 2 is good or bad, and just state like, all like what, 4 packs of DLC. Is like, no, it'd be like, oh yeah, Alan Wake sucked, but like Lake Out was great, and that a DLC. But I think, honestly, I feel like on the other side of the discussion, like, they really do need, like, a DLC category. The problem is that might be a little too late at that point, especially with, a lot of AAA trying to go to more seasonal stuff. But it'd be nice, because then, the Alan Wake stuff would be nominated in here. So get on that, Jeff. But on the other hand, like I said, I get the argument of why you don't want it here. I get the people argument that don't want that. I get it. But like, I feel like in one of them discussions that is right and wrong on both sides. So it like very much left up with up to the person. Which indicate, obviously, the game critics and Game of the Year that with Jap decided, to fall in line with, like, how Erdtree was. Like, does it mean, my whole thing gonna be is, like, will we ever see anything like this again, Will there be a DLC for some game next year that going to be in here? Are we gonna see a DLC for the next Elder Scrolls game that gonna be here? Or is it exclusively a one-off thing? Because I kind of feel like that is where my issue gonna come in. Is if there was nothing more than a one-time only exception for Elder Ring, it should not be that. It like, you already opened a can of worms with this. And if a DLC come that is on par or better, than every other game that
As
year.
long as no single game wins award after
Yeah.
award rather than sharing the love. Some of those games deserve the spotlight.
Yeah. I would say there was a handful of games that deserve the spotlight that I ain't listed here. It's like, but to be honest, I would honestly, I probably would like get rid of Weebot, to be honest. Like out of this. Like I would get rid of Weebots. I would get rid of Wukong. Like them all the two, like I would get rid of. And you know, do something else. But yeah, like I do really hope that this isn't a one-off exception that will never be touched ever again. You know? Like I hope whenever, like, I said, Net Elder Scrolls or whatever game might be coming in the future, if the DLC, you know, if we have another, like, Blood and Wine situation, I hope we get representative. To be totally honest, I would say, you know, the Game Awards probably should have done that for Blood and Wine. To let's be honest, Blood and Wine, in that case, of like Blood and Wine were better than all Witcher 3. So, but you know, that wasn't nominated. But I think that just shows how big Elden Ring truly is. That's something to the size of like Blood and Wine that it looked at as one of the best expansions ever, and it didn't get nominated for Game of the Year. I think that says something. Because if I remember right, Blood and Wine was the next year after 3, right? I'm pretty sure it wasn't in the same year. But yeah. Like, I think, obviously, Metaphor and Astrobot are the two that absolutely deserve to be here. Absolutely. Like I said, I would throw Helldivers in here, personally. You know, once again, if we don't count the whole fuck you, Sony bit, that is. Because I think, honestly, I think any other year, I think Metaphor would win. To be totally honest. If Elden Ring was not here, I think Metaphor would win. Like 100%. Because I think, honestly, like, I feel like Persona 5 was the Trojan horse that Atlas need to break them RPGs into the mainstream. Instead of being like, you know, the second cousin of like the hipster kids being like, Persona 3 is better than Final Fantasy 12. You know, like breaking out of that like norm into the mainstream, or more so Elite being on par with every other RPG out there. I think 5 did a great job of that. And like I said, from everything I have heard about Metaphor, it seemed to have took that and ran with it. So, like, I think that would be a much better, like, Game of the Year winner, personally, would have been Metaphor. And would be, like, much more of an important Game of the Year, especially for RPGs that not just Final Fantasy. So yeah. But absolutely, like, good job for that on Atlas. Fuck Sega, but good job Atlas. I get for Atlas well, because they also did the whole copyright thing, but and did not tell anyone to after the fact. So fuck Atlas. Well, while we had it,
winning
but
game of the year. I'd shit.
yeah, that would be like, dude, just think about that. Like, talking about, like, you know, once again, Elden Ring gonna be the talking point here when it wins. But, like, yeah, if Metaphor won and being a turn-based game, and then, like, if Final Fantasy VII was here at well still and won, holy shit, people will lose them goddamn mind. But the thing is, I think outside of the niche that is RPG, you know, that discussion would die pretty quick, though. But people will lose their mind for a good 3 to 4 days, though. But yeah, overall, though, I hope Astrobot wins. Fuck Sony. It would be fun if Metaphor went. Fuck Sega and Atlas. If Final Fantasy win, that gonna be like a little bit surprising, mainly because Elden Ring. I think Wukong is just the odd man out. Like Wukong and the Card are a roguelike. Like the two are the two games that is just the odd man out in that debate. Like I said, maybe it'd be decent. Elden Ring wasn't heal, but with Elden Ring heal, like all these are just fucked. So yeah, I would say Game of the Year going to be Elden Ring. That is going to be my Game of the Year. I get guesses. We will see how long or how accurate I am. Also, when is this happening, by the way? December 12th.
I think Balatro is the odd one emo. It's just not on that level.
Yeah, it'd be like Game of the Year for indies. Or Game of the Year for AA. But yeah, I think it just 100% like, obviously, you know, the sales it wired there. It because of the sales. But like if you put it up in the fate, which I get it unfair, and it being there is a good thing of like, you know, the whole so we don't get the same bullshit AAA stuff. So like from an ideal of it being there for Game of the Year, it good. But at the same time, it's like outside of the money it made, and at all of like the game itself. Yeah, it is the odd man out. Who knows? Maybe this is just the beginning of like next year or the year after being nothing but straight up indie game made by a handful of people. That would be great to have a year when like AAA wasn't like indicate like 99% of the nominees. Like there were like plenty of indie games this year, last year, the year before that should won, and that all better than AAA games. That just never get recognized. So it like, you know, it's like a double-edged sword though. On one hand, it being there might be a turning point, but with it being only one now, it is also very much feel very out of place. It's like, you know, maybe we got with a Wii board, maybe we got with an Elden Ring and you bought in 2 other indie games. Then maybe it would like feel a little bit more like progressive. But what it is right now, it just it feels like a very odd choice. Any from you know, coming from like the critics and the press, it still feel like an odd choice. But then again, I get roguelike and addiction is a whole thing, and then you throw gambling on top of that. But yeah. Nonetheless, we will find out on December 12th, because I will be live with this, like always, on December 12th. That will be happening, what, probably around 6, 7? The show will begin at 4:30 Pacific. So yeah, so that is 6:30 p.m. my time. And who knows, we might have drops. Usually Jet Keeley is like, yo, you can have a sponsorship for that. By sponsorship, it usually just drops on my channel. So I hope you're ready for probably more than likely some drop for Warframe, because that seemed to be the norm at that point. But nonetheless, either way, we'll be watching it, like I said, December 12th. I'm probably going to do this exclusively on YouTube and my Let's Play channel. Probably won't be on my main YouTube channel just because, you know, we're going to get copyrighted to hell and back, and it's going to be a whole thing. So yeah, and since I will probably put this up as a separate video, and if it's almost 2 hours long, if you do watch this after the fact on YouTube, make sure to go ahead and you know do the things, and by the things I totally mean this.
Yeah, make sure you keep hitting that like button.
And also jump kill me. Also jump kill me in chat. Like, favorite, and subscribe. Fuck you, chat. And with that, I think that's the Game Awards. God damn it, chat.